Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Play Arts Kai Halo Reach Carter figure. This guy is one of the better ones. They didn't screw up the hips quite as much. They don't look nearly as oversized, and they aren't quite as loose as the other ones. So he doesn't have really too many problems. Of course, bad luck with this guy. His little tabby thing that connects to the top part of his armor with that red light on it, it's a little crooked. That's not a huge deal. I could probably fix it. But either way, you can see that he looks really good, and they did a good job with him. He does have the two alternate hands, so we have two open hands and then two trigger finger hands. And we have the grenade, as is standard for the Reach figures. And this time we have a DMR, which is my favorite weapon of the game. So I'm happy they included it. This one does have the peg on it still, and it is still connected. If I wanted to take that out, I'd probably have to break it because they glued it in. Also, oddly enough, they didn't put a whole lot of paint on the DMR. Most of the other weapons had a fair amount of paint. This one does not. So Play Arts was a little hit or miss at this time period, and these figures kind of show that. But they're still worth collecting, I think. Obviously, I bought them, so I'm going to tell you I like them, but there are issues. So he's just about 9 inches tall, and because he has a little bit more armor on him, a little extra things on the chest, and just the color scheme in general, it hides the big hips a lot. So he's definitely one of the better looking of the figures. We do have a really nice paint job on him, all of the little details throughout. The visor is painted pretty well. We have the UNSC logo there, looks pretty good to me. Just everything that's supposed to be there is there. It looks really nice and definitely makes for a really good Halo display once you get the figures on a shelf. We do have the peg hole in the back there, by the way. We do have peg holes in the thighs, but you don't really need those because you don't really have anything to put there. So let's talk about the articulation. The head, double ball peg, so really good range of motion. Nothing really getting in the way there. He does have the knife that comes out of the sheath. They all do. Actually, does George have one? No, George doesn't. I think all the other ones do. We have the butterfly shoulder with the ball peg on top of that, with the ball hinge on top of that. So we really have tons of articulation in the shoulders. Sure, this can get in the way a little bit, but they did something to fix that, which is give it a ball peg so it sticks out a little bit, but you can pose this around to get it out of the way of the articulation if you need it to be out of the way. So that's pretty nice. I'm glad they did that. It does stick out maybe a bit too far, but it's not horrible, so I'm okay with it. We have the single jointed ball hinge elbow with the cap on it, ball hinge wrist, swivels at both ends of course, peg in the hand for the grenade, double ball peg for the upper torso. His is a little bit more limited just because that little tabby thing is pushing down too far, so it gets in the way, but he does have a good range of motion. Really can get these guys in poses quite easily. Big ball peg for the lower torso, again really good range of motion. Big ball peg for the hips, so the hips can move all the way around on the ball peg itself. Can't quite do the splits, but everything else is pretty good. And then the thigh can swivel around the ball peg socket, so really pretty good range of motion. Double jointed knees here. Just like all the other ones, they're pretty ugly, but they're effective, so I guess that's okay. And then we have the ball hinge for the ankle, and you can rotate that sideways to give yourself an ankle rocker. Takes a little playing around with it, but you can do it, and you can do it better than that if you spend the time. So it's pretty good. I think this guy is easily one of the better looking ones, and I just want to get him in a pose because it helps you to see what they look like. I know sometimes it's hard with a review to see what the figure actually looks like. That's why I try to keep the figure in my hands as much as possible so you guys can see what he's going to look like when you have him out of the package and you're trying to pose him or whatever. So let's put the gun in his hand. Let's put this hand on the front and show you what he's going to look like. So, well, it's not the best pose, but you get the idea. He's gonna look good on the shelf once you get him in his battle stance. Definitely a sharp looking figure, and he's gonna look great with all of the other members of the team. So there it is, guys. Let's see if I can say it without stuttering. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.